Hey folks, hope you're doing well. I've got a really cool lesson here today for you over a really common bluegrass number called the Old Home Place or Old Home Place. This is a tune by a band called the Dillards. It's been done by everybody in the bluegrass space. My current favorite version is probably this one here, the live version by Dan Tyminski. Recommend you checking it out. If you want to get right into the tab, just check out the video chapters down below. But there's a couple things I want to point out about this tune before we get going. Number one, typically speaking, in a bluegrass jam, you're going to see this one played out of the key of B flat. We're in the key of G today. And to get to the key of B flat, you're just going to put your capo on the 3rd fret. Then you'll just play it exactly how I show you here today. And the reason it's played in that key is there's a lot of prominent recordings that play Old Home Place in the key of B flat. Second, watch your pick direction. You're gonna wanna go down, up to the best of your ability using that alternate picking pattern. That's gonna give you that nice fluid sound. It's a technique that does take time to learn and to lock in, so don't worry if you don't get it right away, but that's what you're striving for overall. Real quick, let's go over the chords here because these are important. This is what you'll be soloing over. The unusual chord here is the B7. I'll show you 2 ways to play that here in the lesson, but if we're just singing through it, it's been 10 long years since I left my home in the holler where I was born, where the cool fall nights make the woods smoke rise, fox hunter blows his horn. So that's what we're gonna be playing over today. And lastly, you have to talk business. If this lesson is a little too over your head and you really wanna start from a foundational level learning this amazing style of music that we all love, check out my introductory bluegrass program down below, Flatpick Foundations, helping hundreds of students around the world. I'm happy to say coming up on 2 years of doing YouTube full time, and it's all thanks to the success of this program. I'll mention it more at the end of the video. Let's get right into the lesson and get that tab up. Starting here, going into a G chord, and I use these pickup notes a lot. All right into a slide to start playing around the melody. All right, so. And I'm sliding into the 4th fret of my G string. I've got my pointer finger there on the 3rd fret of my B string. And right away, you can kind of play around with even that picking pattern. So, will that work? Probably so. Again, don't get glued to this tab. That's how I'm starting the song. Right there at that position. Okay, and then I'm basically playing over a lot of chord changes here. We're going over that B7, and we can play it here, pointer finger on our 2nd fret, and then on our 4th frets, we've got our ring and our pinky finger, and we can, all right, so that's all I'm doing is I'm just getting to that chord and picking over it. So we're going 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so just making that quick change, just playing over that chord, and I'm going down, down, up, cross picking over that chord shape there. All right, moving right along, I play this lick, sounds like this. And I'm ending there with 2 open G strings, all right? So you can picture this, putting my middle finger down, that's where I'm gonna play that first slide, so I'm already there, right? Here we go. All right. Next, I'm going into this drone phrase slide up to the 5th fret. All right. This is really forgiving. You're gonna see players do this all the time. And what I'm landing on here, I'm just repeating G notes. That's a fretted G note, and this is a open G string, and I'm playing it over the G chord, right? So a lot of G's going on there. And like I said, it's really forgiving because you can even play a single note, not even alternating them. And and that sounds fine, right? But if you want to get the full effect, try to alternate those between the two strings. Just like that. Practice it really slow if you have to. All right, and then we're doing this sort of backward slide, if you will, to get into that D chord. So I'm going 4th fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, and I'm sliding backwards. And I'm basically just hammering on kind of into a D shape here. All right, let me put that all together there from the cross pick. Okay, and I'm hammering on the G string there, but I'm also kind of just coming into this D shape, if you will. That's one way you can play a D chord instead of going like that. You can just use 2 fingers and that'll open up your ring finger to kind of work up there, but we're just going right here for this example. You can even boom chuck over that D chord to kind of set you up for the second pass through of the break. I like to do that because it gives you a bit of a stopping point, if you will, where you kind of reset your fingers and your mind. You're going, okay, got to play the next part now. And really the second part is not that different from the first part. I'm using the same sort of pickup notes. They come out a little bit different, but that's a-okay because they're gonna come out different every single time. I'm still sliding into that 4th fret to find that melody to start this second pass through. I don't play it exactly the same, but this is the part where you do you. You can play it the exact same. I played a little bit different, but that is the position you need to play over, right? Just have fun with it. Right? And then, when I'm going into this B7 chord, the second B7 chord, remember the first time I played it down here. The next time, I'm just kind of playing, I even just strum through the chord itself, and I embellish a couple of the notes here, so it'd sound like... And really, I'm just picking out single notes, right? You've got the notes on your screen there, but I would play around with that. You can even, right? Doesn't matter. You're already over that chord shape, so you're good to go. Sometimes you'll play something a little bit more complex, and next time it might be something a little less with more space. Both are a-okay, all right? And then I'm using heavy use of my 3rd fret here of my G string. That's our flat 3rd in bluegrass music. That's the most commonly used blue note here in the key of G. 3rd fret of your G string. All right, so I'm going. All right, just like that. The chord, feel that out, and then I'm doing this bluegrassy feel here. Just like that. Into that G chord, and then to end it, just there, got the little lick here, right, again using that 3rd fret of my G string, right. Okay, folks, hope you found that one helpful. Remember, the tab is there for your reference. Don't get glued to it. There's 1,001 ways to play this song, and this is just some ideas to get the ball rolling. Like I said, folks, if this lesson was a little too out of your wheelhouse, if you need to start learning bluegrass guitar, maybe at a more foundational level, I've got the program for you. I don't want to sit here and just brag about what's inside. These are the testimonials from real folks inside of the program. Hundreds of folks inside the program now making real progress learning this style of music. The way that I instruct is heavily just based on how I learned this style. And that is bit by bit, practicing licks, learning instrumentals, learning basic arrangements at first, and then over time, your technique gets better, and what folks really like about the course is that it's self-guided. You can learn at your own pace. Every lesson has a clear learning outcome. That way, you know what to practice. You know how it fits together with the larger picture, and then it's up to you to put in the time to practice and learn and lock in that technique. But when you're ready to practice, when you have the time, the cool thing about it is, compared to like regular Zoom lessons, is you just open up the program and you start where you left off. And folks are getting a lot of great value inside Flatpick Foundations. So check it out right here at this website. Put any questions you might have down below. Tell me where you're watching from, what other lesson you might want to watch. If this was helpful, if it wasn't, folks, we'll see you on the next video. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your week. Finally cooling down a little bit here in Knoxville. Take care. Bye-bye.